Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
For real?
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Yeah.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Okay.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Okay.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And
I skipped it.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, I'm not. I'm not following your orders, game. I can't
No
jump!
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm just staying here. I'm hiding here. I don't know why the game's narrating me. Be my Valentine? No. How do I get in there? I just drank a lot of Dr. Pepper.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This
No.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had
Yeah.
really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No!
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Shut up! Oh, wee.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off.
Ow!
In his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and...
I didn't mean to!
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I didn't mean to! Oh, crap. I
All
died.
his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine, I'll go on the left. Yes.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Wait, what the
All
freak?
because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously.
I think I am crazy. I keep going in a freaking
No
loop.
reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they
Yeah.
simply repeating.
Yes.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled.
I'm dreaming. This is all a dream.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Yeah, I'm not in the
Thought to
back rooms.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I don't know.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Sus up.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove...
Begin the game again. Oh my god. I don't know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I'm gonna go right
Stanley
because
decided
that's just
to go
kind
to
of
the
boring,
meeting.
bro. Like, I'm just hearing him just talk. Alright, we're going
Stanley
right.
came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But
Bye.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so
Oh,
bad at following
button.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, guess I'm going out.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every
I can't
decision
jump.
by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Sure.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who? I can't open the door. Open the door. Fun. Ah! What the freak?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No. 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 I'm not picking up the phone. Where's my phone on? I'm literally gonna watch TikTok. Alright, fine, I'll pick up the goddamn phone. Ah, my eye! Huh?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just
What?
pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Oh!
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Nope.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
What's the free?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Huh?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Please press circle. No! No! Get this control away from me!
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Who are you?
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought.
Bro, what is this?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Don't
office,
get fired.
hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Why is it so entertaining to me? Hi, Brim.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just
Hi,
sitting in the broom
Brim.
closet. He wasn't even doing
Hi,
anything.
Brim.
At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
How about
As
Brim?
it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I can't pick up the broom. Let me pick up the broom.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah,
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
because I
Please
want the
offer me some
broom.
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I want the broom.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yeah.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
They won't. They never find anything I do concerning.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh, what? What? Oh.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen.
Yeah.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
No.
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too? Unbelievable. At the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Fun.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
No!
walks upstairs
No!
to his boss's office.
To be rich? Is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to just have to pick just one. I don't. I'm calling the elevator. No! No, I want to go back up. What the freak?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yeah.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
Let me
What
out.
dark secret was being held
Let me
from
out.
him? What he could not have known was that
I
the
can't
keypad
open the
behind
door.
the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845?
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
No,
He
you just
stepped
told
into
me
the
it.
newly opened passageway.
Oh, it feels like a horror movie in here. Wait, I didn't even press anything!
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
We're just in the back
Why
room.
did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What if my coworkers
Stanley
never
walked straight
exist?
ahead through the large door that read Mind
Control
Facility.
facility. Escape! Yeah!
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Wait, for real? Well, if you told me that,
The
I
door
wouldn't.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nah, I want that.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. Oh. Never mind. I can't do it.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Yeah, I do. I'm only 12 years old.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength?
Oh no! I didn't mean to! Wait! Huh?
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs.
Yeah?
How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Rock the music until you did it.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now
Yeah.
it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. The railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job,
Good job, you did it.
Good
You job, you did it. Oh. You just restored me
Stanley
back
knew
to the
this
start.
layout like the back of his hand.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Hey. Input receive. Turn back on. On!
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the
Yes, it
story
did.
in any way.
I can't go back to my...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to do something. Let me out. Oh!
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
I-
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh.
Coming to a staircase,
No!
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hello, Bram Johnson. Yeah, Bram Johnson. Hello, Bram Johnson. I love this. A computer.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried
crap!
below his feet. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number,
That was all I needed.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons,
2845.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the
Oh my
newly
God, what are you
opened
doing?
passageway.
You're weirdo.
When would you like to take a shower?
Later.
Okay, well, it's reaching almost 3 o'clock.
Say hi to the viewers.
Hi, viewers. The host here doesn't like to shower all the time.
I do all the time, dingus.
You do all the time. You just...
Stanley walked straight ahead through
Hey,
the
Dad,
large
you see
door
this?
that read
Mind control facility.
Alright, we'll do it at 4 o'clock.
Alright.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Can I press?
He thought to himself. Did
You
he have
sniffed
the
my
strength
toe.
to find out?
Son! Oh. Where is the other button? Oh, button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes, I have. What the freak? I'm blind. I can't see. Oh.
But here was the proof,
coming at me?
the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I can't click anything.
This is going to crawl all the way up there. And this will say it's 3, 2, 1, and it's fun down. Oh no!
And when at last he found the sword... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that
Yeah.
what you wanted? Control? Stanley, how bored you really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
What?
not?
Thank
These
you!
are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red
Feel
button.
safe.
Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Come on!
To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you...
Goodbye, employee 427?
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then...
Come on, come on.
No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Holy crap! What?
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Shut up, narrator guy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hey, stop closing the
Yet
doors
there was
on
not a
me!
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
You covered the freaking brooms closet! No! Come
Coming to
on!
a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Guys! He covered the freaking boss's office! I'm at the freaking broom
The
closet!
moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some
Oh my
calming
God.
new age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
No. Just because you did that, no. No. I can't play the piano. I wish I could play the piano. Alright, let's just go follow the story. Keep on going. But first, what was the... Oh, yeah, I remember now. Alright, ready to keep on going.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Back here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes. Ha-ha!
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Wait, that's me!
The
427!
lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Four to seven. The main character.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this
Who's
the only reason he
456?
was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
456. His room sucks.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes! Ah! What the freak? Hello? It's pretty dark in there! What the freak? It's...
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yeah, it's pretty dark in here.
Was it over?
No. Oh!
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay
Come on.
unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Trees.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
We beat it,
This
the
was
game!
exactly the way, right now,
We beat the
things
game!
were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
We beat the game! Woo! I can't believe it. We just beat the game. Ah, we beat the game! The end is never the end. The end is never the end. The end is never the end. What the freak? Someone's calling.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his
Let me press the
responsibility?
button, Donna.
He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be All of his coworkers were gone.
All of my boxes!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All my boxes! Woo! I got my boxes, guys. What the freak? Inside. It's like I could taste it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
2845. 2845, guys. 2845. 2845.
Okay, I think we all know the drill
2845.
by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
I didn't even press anything. Wait, what? She hung the note?
Yes, he was all
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What if we actually fall, though? I wonder. Hey, Dad. This game is so entertaining. Ow, you just hurt my eye. Wait, no. I want to go back. Let me go back.
Are you over here blinded by the light?
No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Woo! Woo!
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
It's the original song.
Huh? What'd you check?
It's the original song.
What?
Blinded by the light. Not blinded. Blinded by the light. Open, shut. Open, shut.
Hey, Dad. This game let
When
me
Stanley came to a
shut
set
the
of two
door
open
on my
doors, this was not
left,
the correct
so
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to
Quit
Stanley?
running.
Its grace, its subtle charm? No.
No running in the pool
Stanley
area.
knew it was something deeper, something darker. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
fine.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten
Wait,
off
Dad,
on the wrong
you see that
foot
open door?
here. I'm not
What if I
judging
get to
you,
that
really
open
am
door?
not. I
What if you
realize
get there and
investing
it closes?
your trust in someone else.
It'll never start on me.
fact is
I
that the
am
story has
427,
been
the
about
main
nothing
character.
but you all this time.
Yeah.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. Really?
Yeah.
In the middle of something, do you have zero consideration for
I
others?
made it!
Are you
Dad,
that
look! I
convinced
made
that I
it!
want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
You see, you hear
Let me
this?
prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
The red door, not the blue door. We went for the blue door.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the
No,
red
for the
door.
blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley
The
walked
blue
through
door.
All right, fine, go ahead,
Cannot
Stanley.
understand
You want to
what you are
know so
saying.
badly
You
what's out
people?
there? You want to find out what lies at the end
You
of
asked
this
me to
road?
go.
You chosen
Yes.
well. Don't let me
Yellow.
stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed
Telling me
developer
all the
textures.
wrong-
Is this what you
Yes,
wanted?
this is all I
Was it
wanted.
worth ruining the entire story I'd written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
I think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
I wanna
Work
see
with me.
Spider-Man.
You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead. of
No
where
way!
we were
Look,
before.
Dad, a third
Right,
option.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I love it.
You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third
No,
door?
I knew.
It's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the
No,
idea
I
came
knew.
from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Actually, who knew?
You can't teach that, Stanley.
Dada,
Don't
brother.
even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Oh,
Now, would you say
Failure.
that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
wait, Dad, which one?
What?
No. I can't open!
Because it's not that what it's left for.
No! I can't leave. No, it won't open!
Tricks.
The game! God dang it!
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Well, I
Perhaps he
guess we
wanted to
gotta
stop
end the
by
video 'cause
employee
it's
lounge
55
first, just to admire it.
part 2 in a couple